Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $1 coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into one of America's most talked about modern coins, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin. Don't let its small silver-like shine fool you. Behind this little coin is a huge story of history, controversy, and unexpected value that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. Back in 1979, the United States wanted to modernize its dollar coin. The old Eisenhower dollars were too big, too heavy, and rarely used. So the U.S. Mint introduced a smaller coin featuring a true American icon, Susan B. Anthony, the fearless leader of the women's suffrage movement. She became the first real woman to appear on a circulating U.S. coin. But while the idea was revolutionary, something strange happened. People kept confusing the new dollar with the quarter. Both were nearly the same size, and soon the coin's popularity plummeted. Now, you might think that means these coins are worthless, but here's where things get interesting. Not all Susan B. Anthony dollars are the same. Some carry hidden traits, small minting differences, and fascinating errors that make collectors' hearts race. Let's talk about what makes them special. The Philadelphia Mint made two versions of the 1979 P coin, the narrow rim and the wide rim. On the wide rim, the date sits closer to the edge of the coin. It's subtle, but that tiny design change makes a big difference in value. The wide rim variety is much scarcer, and that scarcity is what collectors crave. Then comes the San Francisco Mint. Their proof coins have an S mint mark, but in 1979, they accidentally produced two different types, one with a filled, blurry S, and another with a clear, crisp S. That clear S proof coin became the gem of the series, and of course, no coin story is complete without minting errors, those unpredictable, one-in-a-million mistakes that transform ordinary change into treasure. Some $1,979 were struck off-center, showing parts of the design missing. Others were struck on the wrong planchet, like a coin blank meant for a penny or a dime. Some even came out with clipped edges, broad strikes, or multiple impressions. Every error tells its own story, and every one can skyrocket a coin's value. So, what should you look for? Start by checking the date and rim spacing. Is it close or far from the edge? Look for the mint mark under the portrait, P, D, or S. Then hold it up to the light. Is the surface shiny like a mirror, or dull like circulation wear? A proof coin or mint state coin can dramatically increase the price. Now, the question everyone's waiting for: how much is it really worth today? Well, most 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars that have been used in everyday transactions are worth about $1. That's it. But if your coin is uncirculated and in excellent condition, its value can rise to $5 or $10. The 1979 P wide rim variety in top mint state grades can reach hundreds and sometimes over $1,000, but here's the jaw-dropper: the rare minting errors. A 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar struck on the wrong metal planchet or with a major off-center strike has sold in auctions for more than $10,000. Yes, you heard that right. $10,000 for a coin most people thought was just pocket change. So before you spend that shiny Susan B. Anthony dollar or toss it into a coin jar, take a closer look. That tiny difference in the rim, that mint mark, that strange imperfection, it could be the key to a rare collector's treasure. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar might not have been a hit in circulation, but in the world of coin collecting, it's become a modern legend. It represents innovation, a tribute to women's history, and the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering something rare hiding in plain sight. Top 2, we are going to uncover one of the most beautiful and mysterious modern coins of the United States, the 2000 P Sacagawea $1 coin. Don't blink, because this golden dollar hides a story full of history, art, and surprising value that could turn an ordinary pocket find into a collector's dream. When the new millennium arrived, America wanted a fresh start for the dollar coin, something that would symbolize unity, exploration, and Native American heritage. That's when the U.S. Mint introduced the Sacagawea dollar. The coin features the Shoshone woman Sacagawea, the heroic guide who helped Lewis and Clark explore the western lands. She's shown carrying her baby, Jean-Baptiste, wrapped behind her, a symbol of courage and strength. The reverse side shows a soaring eagle, representing freedom. And unlike the silvery Susan B. Anthony dollar, this one shines with a golden luster, thanks to its copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel mix. Now here's where things get interesting. The first year of issue, 2000, saw the Philadelphia Mint strike millions of these coins, yet not all are equal. Among those millions lie special varieties and minting errors that make coin collectors' hearts race. And that's exactly what we're exploring today. Let's start with the famous 2000p Cheerios dollar. Before the official release, the U.S. Mint placed a limited number of 2000 Sacagawea dollars inside Cheerios cereal boxes as a promotion. But here's the twist, those Cheerios dollars were actually early strikes with a unique reverse design. The eagle's tail feathers have extra detailed lines, unlike the normal circulation coins. That tiny difference makes it one of the most sought-after modern dollar coins ever made. If you find one, you found treasure. Then there's the 2000p Wounded Eagle variety. This coin shows a raised line or scratch running through the eagle's body on the reverse side, a die gouge made during minting. It looks like the eagle has been struck by a sword or an arrow, and collectors gave it that dramatic name. Because of its limited appearance and unique story, it's another variety worth searching for. But wait, the surprises don't stop there. Some 2000p Sacagawea coins were accidentally struck on the wrong metal blanks, or with off-center strikes, double strikes, and even broad strikes where the rim stretches beyond normal size. These kinds of minting errors turn regular golden dollars into high-value collectibles, and here's the wildest one, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar mule error. This is the holy grail of modern U.S. coins. Somehow, the U.S. Mint accidentally struck a Sacagawea reverse paired with a Washington quarter obverse, both dated 2000, creating a coin that should never have existed. Only a handful were ever discovered, and they are considered one of the greatest minting mistakes in American history. So how can you tell if your Sacagawea dollar is something special? Start by checking the mint mark. The letter P below the date shows it was made in Philadelphia. Examine the eagle's tail feathers. If you see bold, distinct feather lines, you might have a Cheerios dollar. Look closely at the eagle's chest for any strange lines or gouges, that could be the wounded eagle. And as always, check the edges, surfaces, and details for any signs of doubling or unusual texture. Now let's talk about what collectors really want to know, the value. Most 2000p Sacagawea dollars that have been used in circulation are worth exactly what they say, $1. But a bright, uncirculated example can bring $2 to $5 depending on condition. The 2000p Wounded Eagle variety in top mint state grades can reach several $100s. The famous 2000p Cheerios dollar, because of its rare pattern reverse, can sell for more than $5,000, and the legendary 2000 mule error coin, the one with the Washington quarter front and Sacagawea back? That coin has shattered auction records. One example sold for over $250,000. Yes, a coin you could mistake for an ordinary dollar could be worth a small fortune. Top 3, we are exploring one of the most beautiful and meaningful coins of modern America, the United States Sacagawea, Great Law of Peace, $1 coin. This coin is not just money, it's a piece of history, culture, and artistry all in one shining golden circle. And if you're a coin lover, stay tuned till the end, because we're revealing the real market prices and auction values that can turn this ordinary dollar into a collector's treasure. The Great Law of Peace dollar is part of the Native American $1 coin program, first issued by the U.S. Mint in 2010. Each year, the reverse design changes to honor Native American achievements and heritage. But the 2010 issue, the Great Law of Peace, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. It celebrates the creation of the Iroquois Confederacy, one of the world's earliest examples of democracy, which helped inspire the U.S. Constitution itself. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste. On the reverse, an intricate design shows the Hiawatha belt and 5 arrows bound together, symbols of unity among the original 5 nations, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca. This design captures the very spirit of cooperation and peace that shaped early America, but aside from its deep symbolism, this coin has become a fascinating piece for collectors because of its limited mintage, design variations, and rare minting errors that can drastically increase its value. The 2010 Sacagawea, Great Law of Peace, coin was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with far fewer struck than the earlier 2000s issues. That lower production alone gives it a little extra edge in the collector's market. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin truly exciting: the rare errors. Some 2010 Great Law of Peace dollars have been found with off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing or shifted to one side. Others show weak or missing edge inscriptions, the lettering around the rim that reads E pluribus unum and the mint year. A few even have doubling on the reverse design, where the details of the Hiawatha belt or arrows appear slightly repeated due to die movement during minting. And then there are the die cracks, tiny raised lines that look like lightning streaks across the surface, a favorite among error collectors. For coin hunters, these errors turn a regular golden dollar into a piece of mystery and excitement. Every tiny imperfection tells a story from the minting process, and some of these stories are worth real money. So, if you happen to come across a Sacagawea coin with the 2010 date, take a moment to look closer. Check the edge inscription: is it complete or missing? Look for doubling on the arrows or belt, or any misalignment in the strike. Those details could mean the difference between pocket change and a collector's prize. Now, let's get to the part every coin lover waits for: the value. Most regular 2010 Sacagawea, Great Law of Peace, dollars that were circulated are worth their face value of $1. Uncirculated examples in mint condition can sell for between $3 and $7. Proof coins, especially those from the San Francisco Mint with that mirror-like shine, can bring $15 to $20 depending on condition, but when it comes to errors and special varieties, things get exciting. Off-center strikes or missing edge lettering can fetch anywhere from $50 to $200. Coins with strong doubling or dramatic minting flaws have been known to reach several $100s in private sales, and here's the headline: in recent auctions, pristine 2010 Great Law of Peace proof coins with exceptional detail and perfect grading have sold for over $300. Meanwhile, rare major error coins, the kind that collectors dream of, have achieved prices well above $500. Top 4, we're talking about the beautiful 1992 Kennedy half-dollar, a coin that still fascinates collectors across America and beyond. In 1992, the United States Mint produced this half-dollar at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. On the front, you see the proud image of President John F. Kennedy, symbolizing courage and hope. On the back, the majestic eagle holds the national shield, bold, powerful, and unmistakably American. There were 2 main types of 1992 halves: the regular copper-nickel circulation coins from Philadelphia and Denver, and the special collector proofs from San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint made both clad and 90% silver proofs, and that silver proof is the one that gets collectors really excited. Now here's where things get interesting. The regular 1992P and 1992D coins are common, but condition is everything. If you find one in flawless mint state, with full luster and no scratches, it can be worth many times more than face value. Some rare high-grade 1992D halves have even sold for over $1,000 at auction. Collectors also hunt for striking errors, double dies, weak strikes, off-center strikes, or coins with unusual mint mark placements. Any of these errors can turn a regular coin into a small treasure. The silver-proof version, marked with an S, contains real silver, about 1/3 of a troy ounce. Even for its metal content alone, it has strong value, but perfect proof grades bring collector premiums too. If you've got a 1992 Kennedy half-dollar, check the mint mark, check the shine, and check for any odd details. That half-dollar in your hand could be worth far more than 50 cents. Now, let's talk real prices. A regular 1992 P or D coin in circulation is worth around $1, while mint state examples can reach $15 to $25. proof-clad coins from San Francisco often sell for about $5 to $8. The 90% silver proof usually goes for around $15 to $45. And top-graded pieces can bring as much as $100 or more at auction. So next time you come across a Kennedy half-dollar from 1992, don't just spend it, study it. You might be holding a small piece of history that's also a hidden treasure. Top 5, and last rare coin. We are talking about one of America's most collected coins, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. It might look like an ordinary 50-cent piece, but this coin carries hidden details, rare errors, and surprising value that make collectors hunt for it even today. So listen carefully, because your old Kennedy half could be worth far more than you imagine. The Kennedy half-dollar was first released in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic death. By 1972, it had become an American icon. That year, the coins were minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, in Denver with a D, and in San Francisco with an S for proof coins. Most were made from copper nickel, but some rare errors tell a different story. The 1972 half-dollar is famous for its small but fascinating varieties. Some show doubling on the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Others have off-center strikes, thick rims, or faint areas where the mint dies didn't press correctly. A few even display die cracks that look like lightning lines across Kennedy's head or the eagle on the back. These minting mistakes may seem minor, but for collectors they turn a common coin into something unique. There are also rumors of transitional errors, coins struck on leftover 40% silver planchets from earlier years. These rare silver errors have been confirmed in a few examples and can bring big money because they shouldn't exist at all. Check your coin, look under Kennedy's neck for the mint mark. Examine it closely under light. If the letters or face details appear doubled, or the design is off-center, you might have a valuable variety. Proof coins from San Francisco will shine like mirrors and have frosted details. Those are always more desirable. Now for the real numbers. Most 1972 Kennedy half-dollars that circulated are worth 50 cents. Uncirculated pieces in bright condition can sell for $2 to $5. High-grade mint state coins, the ones graded MS-65 or better, often bring $10 to $20. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint usually sell between $5 and $10, but deep cameo proofs with perfect contrast can reach $20 to $30. If you're lucky enough to own a strong double die or off-center error, the value can rise fast, anywhere from $50 up to several hundred, depending on condition. And those rare 1972 silver planchet errors? They've sold for over $1,000 in major auctions. So next time you see a Kennedy half-dollar dated 1972, don't overlook it. Take a moment, study the details, and you might discover a rare coin hiding in plain sight. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is more than a piece of change, it's a tribute to history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare and valuable US coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Who knows, your next coin could be the one that makes history.